Creating a robust privacy program is essential for organizations aiming to manage and protect personal information in accordance with legal and ethical standards. The process involves developing a comprehensive framework that addresses several key components: establishing a visionary organizational approach, defining the scope and structure of the privacy program, setting up a well-defined governance model, assembling a competent privacy team, and deploying effective communication strategies. Create an organizational vision. The foundation of a strong privacy program begins with a clear organizational vision for privacy management. Evaluate the intended objective. This involves conducting a thorough assessment of the organization's goals related to privacy. It requires understanding the nature of data handled, the privacy expectations of stakeholders, and how privacy can align with the overall business strategy. Gain executive sponsor approval for this vision. Achieving this involves presenting a compelling business case to the leadership that highlights the benefits of a robust privacy program, such as compliance with regulations, enhanced customer trust, and prevention of data breaches. Executive sponsorship is crucial as it provides the necessary authority and resources to implement and sustain the privacy program. Establish a data governance model. Choosing the right data governance model is crucial to ensure effective management and protection of data throughout the organization. Centralized model. In a centralized approach, all privacy-related decisions and policies are managed from a central point within the organization. This model benefits from uniformity in policy application and easier compliance management. Distributed model. This model allows individual departments or business units to handle their own data privacy practices. While it offers flexibility and is adaptable to specific needs, it requires strong coordination to maintain consistency across the organization. Hybrid model. Combining centralized oversight with decentralized execution, the hybrid model supports both organization-wide standards and local adaptability, making it suitable for large, diverse organizations. Define a privacy program. Developing the program involves several detailed steps that outline the scope, strategy, and implementation measures for privacy management. Define program scope and charter. This includes delineating the boundaries of the program, the types of data covered, the jurisdictional scope, and compliance requirements. Identify the source, types, and users of personal information, PI, understanding where data originates, how it flows through the organization, and how it is used, is critical for effective privacy management. Develop a privacy strategy. Business alignment. Ensuring that the privacy strategy is in line with business objectives, identifying key stakeholders, leveraging essential business functions, and embedding privacy considerations into business processes. Funding and budget. Securing the necessary financial resources to support the privacy initiatives. Data governance strategy. Establishing policies for the handling, processing, and protection of personal information. Program flexibility. The strategy should be adaptable to changes in laws, market conditions, or business objectives. Structure the privacy team. Effective implementation of a privacy program requires a dedicated team with clear roles and responsibilities. Establish the organizational model. Define roles such as Chief Privacy Officer, Data Protection Officer, Privacy Managers, Analysts, and other support roles depending on the organization's size and needs. Designate a point of contact. Having a specific point of contact for privacy issues enhances accountability and provides clarity for internal and external stakeholders. Professional competency. Developing and maintaining standards for professional skills and knowledge among the privacy team members. Communicate. Communication is pivotal in embedding privacy culture within the organization and beyond. Create awareness. Implement initiatives to raise awareness about the importance and benefits of the privacy program both internally and externally. Develop communication plans. These plans should detail how privacy-related information is communicated to different audiences, ensuring clarity and accessibility of information. Employee access to policies and procedures. Ensuring that all employees are informed about and have access to privacy policies and updates relevant to their roles. This comprehensive approach to developing a privacy program not only ensures compliance with regulations but also builds trust among consumers and partners, safeguards the organization against data breaches, and aligns the organization's data protection practices with its strategic goals. In the digital age, privacy management is not just a legal necessity but a critical component of organizational trust and security. A robust privacy program framework helps organizations manage personal data responsibly, comply with global regulations, and mitigate risks associated with data breaches. This essay outlines the steps involved in developing, implementing, and maintaining a privacy program framework, drawing from the Certified Information Privacy Manager (CIPM) guidelines. Developing the privacy program framework. Establishing organizational policies and standards. The foundation of any privacy program is its policy framework. Developing this begins with a thorough assessment of the organization's needs, goals, and regulatory requirements. Privacy policies should clearly articulate the organization's data protection principles, compliance obligations, and the roles and responsibilities of all stakeholders. Effective privacy policies are actionable and enforceable, incorporating mechanisms for monitoring compliance and penalties for violations. They should also be dynamic, allowing for updates as legal and technological environments evolve. Defining privacy program activities. A comprehensive privacy program framework encompasses various activities designed to sustain and reinforce the organization's privacy policies. Education and awareness. Regular training sessions should be conducted to ensure that all employees understand their roles in protecting privacy. These programs should cover the organization's privacy policies, the importance of compliance, and the consequences of non-compliance. Monitoring regulatory environment. Organizations must continuously monitor the regulatory landscape to stay compliant with new and evolving privacy laws and regulations. This involves legal expertise either in-house or through consultants who can interpret how regulatory changes impact operational requirements. Internal compliance monitoring. Utilizing audits and assessments to ensure that privacy policies are being followed internally is crucial. Tools like compliance software can automate parts of this process, providing ongoing oversight. Risk assessment. Conducting regular privacy impact assessments, PIAs, and data protection impact assessments, DPIAs, is essential. These assessments help identify potential privacy risks in new and existing projects or systems, allowing organizations to mitigate risks before they result in data breaches. Incident response and remediation. Establishing a robust incident response plan ensures the organization can react swiftly and effectively to privacy breaches. This plan should include procedures for containment, investigation, and notification to affected parties and regulators. Implementing the privacy program framework. Implementation involves putting the developed policies and processes into action. This stage requires strong leadership to drive the adoption of the framework across the organization. Communication. Effective communication strategies are critical for ensuring that all stakeholders understand and support the privacy framework. This includes clear, jargon-free explanations of privacy policies and their implications for daily operations. Alignment with laws and regulations. The privacy program must continuously align with applicable laws and regulations. This requires a proactive approach to regulatory compliance management, including regular reviews of the privacy program against legal standards. Managing data sharing agreements. With the increasing complexity of data ecosystems, managing agreements related to data sharing, particularly across jurisdictions, becomes crucial. Organizations must ensure these agreements comply with privacy laws and the principles outlined in their privacy framework. Developing appropriate metrics for privacy management. To measure the effectiveness of the privacy program, organizations should develop relevant metrics. These could include metrics on compliance, e.g., number of audits passed, incidents reported, risk management, e.g., risks identified versus risks mitigated, and operational performance, e.g., response times to privacy inquiries and breaches. Conclusion. Developing a privacy program framework is a complex but essential task that requires careful planning, execution, and maintenance. Organizations must be diligent, proactive, and responsive to both internal and external privacy challenges. By establishing comprehensive policies, engaging in continuous education and compliance activities, and effectively implementing and monitoring these measures, organizations can protect themselves and their stakeholders from the significant risks associated with data breaches and non-compliance. Privacy Operational Lifecycle. Assess. Introduction. Privacy management within organizations is increasingly crucial in today's digital age, where data breaches and privacy concerns are frequent. The Privacy Operational Lifecycle (assess) phase plays a pivotal role in establishing a strong foundation for privacy practices by systematically evaluating and documenting the current state of an organization's privacy program. Documenting the current baseline of your privacy program. A robust privacy program begins with a thorough assessment of the current privacy practices. This involves several critical steps. Education and awareness. Continuous education programs are essential for keeping all employees informed and aware of their roles in protecting privacy. This step ensures that privacy awareness permeates all levels of the organization. Monitoring regulatory environments. Organizations must stay updated with changes in privacy laws and regulations to ensure ongoing compliance. This dynamic approach helps adapt privacy strategies effectively. Policy compliance assessment. Regular evaluations are necessary to ensure internal policies align with both external legal requirements and organizational objectives, safeguarding against potential compliance risks. Data, systems, and process assessment. Conducting audits to map data flows, lifecycle, and system integrations helps in understanding the intricacies of data handling and storage, ensuring that vulnerabilities can be addressed promptly. Risk assessment methods. Implementing structured methodologies to assess risks associated with personal data is crucial for proactive privacy management. Incident management and remediation. Developing immediate response protocols for data breaches and privacy incidents is critical for minimizing damage and maintaining trust. Gap analysis. Identifying discrepancies between the current state and desired privacy practices helps in pinpointing areas of improvement. Program assurance. Regular audits and reviews are essential to verify the effectiveness and compliance of the privacy program, ensuring it meets both internal standards and external regulations. Processes and third-party vendor assessment. Assessing and managing the privacy risks associated with third-party vendors and processes are crucial due to the potential risks they pose. Evaluating privacy risks. Vetting third-party vendors for their privacy and security measures ensures they meet the organization's stringent standards. Contractual agreements and reviews. Regularly updating contractual agreements to include comprehensive privacy protections and compliance requirements is vital for maintaining control over data handled by third parties. Ongoing monitoring and auditing. Continuously monitoring third-party practices ensures sustained compliance and addresses any deviations from agreed-upon privacy standards. Physical assessments and security. Physical security measures are often overlooked but are critical to a comprehensive privacy strategy. Operational risk identification. Physical assessments of data centers and office spaces ensure that appropriate physical security measures are in place. Media sanitization and disposal. Establishing strict protocols for the secure disposal and sanitization of storage media prevents potential data leakage. Device security. Implementing robust security measures for mobile and IoT devices is crucial to prevent unauthorized access and breaches. Strategic considerations for mergers, acquisitions, and divestitures. Privacy considerations are integral during mergers and acquisitions. Due diligence. Evaluating the privacy practices of potential targets ensures compatibility and compliance, safeguarding against integration risks. Risk assessment and integration. Strategic assessments during mergers and acquisitions help align new assets with the organization's existing privacy framework, ensuring seamless integration. Conclusion. The assess phase of the privacy operational lifecycle is critical for establishing a robust foundation for privacy management within an organization. By systematically evaluating and documenting each component, organizations can ensure they not only comply with current regulations but are also prepared for future privacy challenges. This proactive approach is essential for maintaining the integrity of personal data and upholding consumer trust in an increasingly digital world. The realm of privacy management within organizations is pivotal in safeguarding sensitive information from unauthorized access and ensuring compliance with various privacy laws and regulations. This video explores the protect phase of the privacy operational lifecycle, focusing on effective strategies and methodologies that organizations can implement to enhance their privacy posture. By examining the various aspects of information security practices, privacy by design, PBD, integration across functional areas, and the deployment of technical and organizational measures, this paper aims to provide a comprehensive framework for privacy protection. Section I. Information security practices. A. Access controls for physical and virtual systems. Least privileged access. The principle of least privilege is fundamental in information security, stipulating that individuals should receive only the permissions necessary for the performance of their tasks. This minimizes risk and reduces the potential impact of a security breach. In practical terms, implementing least privilege can involve creating role-based access controls where access rights are clearly delineated based on job functions. Account management. Effective account management is essential for maintaining the integrity of information systems. This process includes the careful provisioning and deprovisioning of user accounts, ensuring that former employees or unauthorized users do not retain access to sensitive systems. Regular audits are crucial for verifying that all accounts are appropriately managed and that no orphaned or dormant accounts pose a security risk. Privilege management. Managing user privileges involves not only assigning the correct level of access but also monitoring the use of those privileges. Tools such as Privileged Access Management (PAM) systems help organizations keep a tight rein on privileged accounts, logging all access and alerting administrators to any unauthorized or unusual activity. B. Technical security controls. Security controls are vital in protecting an organization's digital assets. These controls include, but are not limited to, firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and encryption protocols that help to prevent unauthorized access and data breaches. Policies and procedures. Establishing robust security policies and procedures provides the foundation for these controls, ensuring they are used consistently and reviewed regularly. These policies often define the security architecture, acceptable use, and the responsibilities of both users and administrators. See Incident Response Plans. An effective incident response plan, IRP, is critical in mitigating the damage caused by data breaches and security incidents. The plan should outline clear procedures for detecting, responding to, and recovering from incidents, including the roles and responsibilities of the incident response team, communication strategies, and follow-up measures to prevent future occurrences. Section 2. Privacy by Design, PBD. Integration throughout the SDLC. Privacy by Design advocates for the integration of privacy from the earliest stages of the System Development Lifecycle, SDLC. This approach ensures that privacy considerations are not an afterthought but are embedded within the design and architecture of new systems, products, or services. B. Establishing privacy gates. Privacy gates are checkpoints at various stages of the development process where privacy impact assessments and reviews are conducted. These gates help ensure that any potential privacy issues are identified and addressed before moving forward in the development process. C. Business process integration. Integrating privacy into business processes involves embedding privacy practices at all levels and across all departments. This can include training employees on privacy awareness, implementing data protection measures in daily workflows, and ensuring privacy measures are maintained in customer-facing operations. D. Communication with stakeholders. Communicating the importance of privacy impact assessments, PIAs, and privacy by design to stakeholders is crucial for organizational alignment and compliance. This involves educating stakeholders on the benefits, requirements, and procedures associated with PIAs and PBD, ensuring their support and cooperation. Section 3. Integration across functional areas. Integrating privacy requirements across various functional areas such as information security, human resources, marketing, and legal ensures a cohesive and comprehensive privacy strategy. This includes aligning privacy policies with business objectives, incorporating privacy practices in employee training, and ensuring that privacy considerations are integral to marketing and customer engagement strategies. Section IV. Technical and organizational measures. A. Cost quantification. Quantifying the costs associated with implementing and maintaining privacy controls is essential for budgeting and resource allocation. This includes direct costs like purchasing privacy-enhancing technologies and indirect costs such as training and policy development. B. Data retention management. Effective data retention policies are critical in managing the life cycle of information within the organization. These policies should specify how long different types of data are retained based on legal requirements and business needs, and detail how outdated or unnecessary data is securely disposed of. C. Data destruction methods. Defining and implementing methods for the secure destruction of physical and electronic data prevents unauthorized access to or recovery of sensitive information. Techniques such as degaussing, shredding, or incineration for physical data, and secure erasure methods for digital data, should be employed. D. Managing data disclosure. Establishing roles and responsibilities for managing the sharing and disclosure of data ensures that data is handled securely and in compliance with applicable laws. This includes defining who can authorize data sharing and under what circumstances. E. Secondary use guidelines. Developing guidelines for the secondary use of data, such as for research purposes, ensures that such uses comply with privacy policies and are ethically justified. This includes obtaining necessary consents and anonymizing data where possible. F. Processing policies. Policies regarding the processing of data, collection, use, retention, disclosure, and disposal, should take into account legal and ethical considerations. These policies guide the organization in handling data responsibly and transparently. G. Administrative safeguards. Implementing appropriate administrative safeguards involves developing and enforcing policies and procedures that support privacy practices within the organization. This also includes contractual safeguards when engaging with third parties. Conclusion. The protect phase of the privacy operational lifecycle is critical in establishing a robust privacy framework within an organization. By implementing comprehensive information security practices, integrating privacy by design principles, ensuring cross-functional collaboration, and employing technical and organizational measures, organizations can effectively safeguard sensitive information and enhance their compliance with privacy laws. This holistic approach not only protects the organization from data breaches and penalties but also builds trust with customers and stakeholders, reinforcing the organization's reputation as a responsible entity. In the realm of privacy management, the respond phase of the privacy operational lifecycle is critical. This phase addresses how organizations respond to data subject information requests and manage privacy incidents. Effective management in this phase ensures compliance with legal standards and maintains trust between consumers and businesses. Data subject information requests and privacy rights. A. Access. The right of access is fundamental. Individuals have the right to know whether, and how, the data is being processed. An effective response system provides mechanisms for individuals to request and receive confirmation of data processing, as well as access to their personal data. B. Redress. Redress provides a means for individuals to seek resolution from the data controller if they believe the data has been mishandled. This mechanism should be transparent, accessible, and effective, with clear steps and expected timelines. C. Correction. The right to correction ensures that individuals can have the data amended if it is inaccurate or incomplete. Organizations must provide a simple process for data subjects to request data correction, along with timely execution of such requests. D. Managing data integrity. Managing data integrity involves ensuring that personal data is accurate, complete, and updated as necessary. This involves regular data audits and checks to align with data minimization and accuracy principles. E. Right of erasure. Also known as the right to be forgotten, this right allows individuals to request the deletion of the data when it's no longer necessary for the purpose it was collected, among other conditions. Compliance requires robust data tracking and deletion mechanisms. F. Right to be informed. This right encompasses the obligation of organizations to provide transparent information about data processing activities. This includes informing data subjects about the purpose, legal basis, retention periods, and their rights regarding data processing. G. Control over use of data. Individuals have the right to object to the processing of the data, particularly for direct marketing purposes, profiling, or when processing is based on legitimate interests. Organizations must ensure these objections are respected in practice. H. Complaints including file reviews. Organizations must establish a formal process for handling complaints regarding privacy practices. This process should be easily accessible, designed to resolve issues efficiently, and capable of escalating significant privacy concerns. Legal compliance in privacy incident response. A. Preventing harm. The primary goal in any privacy incident response is to prevent harm to data subjects. Organizations must prioritize measures such as data encryption, secure access protocols, and real-time security monitoring to mitigate the risks associated with data breaches. Effective harm prevention not only protects individuals but also shields organizations from potential legal and financial repercussions. B. Collection limitations. Data minimization principles dictate that organizations should only collect data that is directly relevant and necessary for specified purposes. This limitation reduces the potential impact of a data breach by limiting the volume of exposed data, thus simplifying the organization's response and mitigation strategies. C. Accountability. Clear accountability structures are essential for effective privacy management. Organizations should have designated data protection officers, DPOs, and privacy teams whose responsibilities include ensuring compliance with data protection regulations, overseeing data handling practices, and responding to privacy incidents. D. Monitoring and enforcement. Regular monitoring of compliance with privacy policies and legal standards is crucial. This includes routine audits, penetration testing, and the use of compliance tracking tools. Enforcement of privacy policies should be strict, with clear consequences for violations to deter negligent or malicious behaviors internally. Mandatory reporting. Compliance with legal requirements for breach notification is a critical aspect of privacy incident response. Organizations must have protocols to promptly notify regulatory authorities and affected individuals about data breaches, often within 72 hours as mandated by regulations like the GDPR. Incident response planning. Understanding key roles and responsibilities. Identifying and training key personnel involved in incident management ensures that each team member knows their roles during a crisis. This preparation is crucial for a coordinated and swift response to privacy incidents. Incident oversight teams. Incident oversight teams are responsible for managing the response to privacy incidents. These teams typically include members from various departments such as IT, legal, compliance, and public relations, ensuring a multidisciplinary approach to incident management. Privacy Incident Response Plan. Developing a comprehensive incident response plan is fundamental. This plan should cover the identification, assessment, containment, eradication, and recovery from privacy incidents. It should also detail the actions to be taken during each phase of the response and assign specific roles and responsibilities. Elements of the plan. The incident response plan should include procedures for each critical phase: detection, analysis, containment, eradication, recovery, and post-incident review. Each element should be clearly defined to ensure nothing is overlooked during an actual incident. Business continuity planning. Integrating the incident response plan with broader business continuity planning ensures that the organization can maintain essential functions during a crisis. This integration helps minimize downtime and operational disruptions. Incident detection and handling. Defining privacy incidents. Clearly defining what constitutes a privacy incident helps in recognizing and categorizing incidents quickly and accurately. This clarity is crucial for triggering the appropriate response processes. Incident detection. Developing standardized processes for reporting and recognizing privacy incidents within the organization is essential. Enhancing detection capabilities involves coordinating efforts across IT, physical security, HR, and other relevant departments. Risk assessment and containment. Upon detecting an incident, conducting a thorough risk assessment to understand the scope and impact is critical. Immediate containment measures are necessary to prevent further unauthorized access or data loss. Remediation measures and communication. Identifying necessary changes to prevent future incidents and developing a clear communication plan are vital steps. Communication should be transparent and timely, addressing all stakeholders' concerns, including employees, customers, and regulators. Following the incident response process. Continuous monitoring and lessons learned. After managing the immediate response, organizations should engage in continuous monitoring of the affected systems and operations. Analyzing what went wrong and applying lessons learned are crucial for improving future responses and preventing similar incidents. Incident reduction techniques and metrics. Implementing proactive measures such as employee training, regular security audits, and updating privacy policies can significantly reduce the likelihood and impact of privacy incidents. Additionally, developing metrics to quantify the costs associated with privacy incidents helps in understanding their financial and reputational impact and in justifying investments in cybersecurity. Conclusion. The respond phase is integral to the privacy operational lifecycle. By establishing robust mechanisms for handling data subject requests and managing privacy incidents, organizations can protect themselves and their stakeholders effectively. Continuous improvement, driven by lessons learned from past incidents, remains a cornerstone of effective privacy management, ensuring compliance, data integrity, and maintaining consumer trust in an increasingly data-driven world.